Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have a little bit something different for our daily. Um, I was gonna do another tents and trees because we kind of have we go back and forth with those ones, but I really do like this puzzle type. It's a small little logic puzzle, like it says, by Q42, created by Martin Cool. And there is another app that's like a companion app to this one that I have on my phone, but I can't find on the site for this one. So I don't know if it's just not part of it anymore, or if I just happen to have it, and I don't know what. But this one's called Oh Hi. The other one's called Oh No. But they follow the similar rules, but slightly different ways of going about it. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling so we can get into this one. So what this one is called Oh Hi. The good thing about this one is there are no ads whatsoever on this. So everything is essentially no ad, but you can always help these guys out or this guy out if you like the programs and that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is do today's puzzles, and there's going to be like a little intro here. So the point of this is we have to be able to fill in the grid with the yellow and blue tiles. Now we have to have an even number of yellow and blue tiles in every row and every column. So here, this one, I don't think there really is a way to solve this one particularly, except for the fact that they're going to tell you what to do. So this one has to be yellow. Now they want you to hit it. So single tap makes it yellow, double tap makes it blue. And now we know that, so ways we can go through logically and say these is that we also can't have three of the same color in a row or a column all bunched up together. So this one has to be blue to block that one here. And now we can't have three blues together, so we have to put a yellow to do that. Now, each of these two now has to be blocked off, so we can do that. And then we can finalize this row, because we know we already have two blues, so we need another yellow. We need a blue here to finalize this. These have to be in like this. And now there is the other little bit of this is that no two rows, no two columns are the same as it states up top. So we can't put a blue here because then we'd have to put a yellow here, and these two would both be exactly the same. So therefore, this one is yellow, this one is blue, and then we can finish that one with the blue. So that is, and we get achievements. Cool. So similar to the tents and trees, which I finally set up where I can actually get the achievements. I just had to log into an account to make it happen. So this is my TheLogicLemur account. So now we are getting achievements. So for today, which is Monday, June 16th, if I hadn't said it before, and I know I didn't. Oh, he has a tents and trees version puzzle as well, but we do a different one of that. So anyway, the dailies are always, well, we'll unlock some as we get there, but 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and I think it might stop at the 12 there, but they're always, so what those numbers mean is just that the size of the grid. So it's a 4x4, a 6x6, an 8x8, etc., etc. So let's jump into these guys. And now that we know all the rules, we can go pretty quickly. So we know, of course, that we can't have three yellows in a row, so these both have to be there. We have to have this equal numbers, so these have to be there. We can't have two blues. We have to have an equal number of blue and yellow. So then we can put all of these in like this. And that's a nice, quick, easy way to go into it. Then we'll do 6. So let's just go a little quicker now as we start to understand all of the rule sets. This one has to be blue. You have to be yellow. This has to be blue. And where it starts to get a little tricky is the larger sizes. You have to really start to look to see where there's a possibility that if you put X block here, it will cause a row or a column to be repeated. And that's kind of where you have to start to look and compare and contrast and those sorts of things. So with that said, it's looking like I might have to do that because I don't see anything offhand right now that's going to tell me where another block must go. So let's see if we can find something that is, here we go. So row or column 3 and column 6 start off the exact same way. Well, column 6 is finished, so we know that column 3 can't finish the same way. So this has to be yellow, this has to be blue. Now we can fill in some extra information here. Now we might have similar situations occurring that can occur in the rows. Let's see if any of those seem like they're doing anything for us. I don't see anything there. So we'll have to try to find something else that we can work through. Oh, wait, no, we do. Right here, sorry. So row 1 and row 4 are looking very similar at the moment, so we can't put a yellow here because it would force the same thing. So this is blue. Then we can finalize most of this. And this is blue, this is yellow, this is blue. There we go. And well, I guess there's no sound on this thing for some reason. I think I can change that. Color theme, Ukraine, cool. Okay. I don't see a something to put sound onto it, so maybe it just doesn't have sound set up for this, so I'll have to go through and check those, but we can just kind of go through these and see where we have to put bits and pieces to be able to make these things work. Now, I thought there might be something here or here that we can repeat, but there's more here I can just do without having to worry about repetition just yet. This guy here and here, sometimes it just become blind to colors where they are, and sometimes you can't quite see them. This one has to be yellow, this is blue. Now we have 4 blues across this one, so these have to both be yellows. Let's see if we have any other ones in similar vein. This one here and here have to both be blue. Okay, this one is yellow, so these are both blue. This is now yellow. Now, if you accidentally click on one that's already been set, you can highlight and see which one of the blocks at the very start of the puzzle had. And that way you can maybe say, oh wait, this one has to be here and I made a mistake here, and you can correct some things. But typically we don't need to do that, but sometimes you have to do. Backtracking does occur. What else? This one here, which forces this. This one here has to have a blue here, so this is yellow and this is yellow. This has to be blue, yellow. These have to be what? There's going to be a repeat in one of these, so we're going to have to find that one. Let's see where we can find something. It's not you. What about you? No, maybe it's on a row. Yes, number 1 and number 7 are very similar, so now we have to put a blue here and a yellow here. Blue, yellow. And I'll try to go through most of these that I can on the daily, because these are really mostly just dailies. There's a free play you can do and all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, but I usually just do today's puzzles, and typically when on my phone, I just go up to like 8, but we'll continue to go on these guys because we've got plenty of time to do so. So let's just get on. And the misclicking will occur, so we must deal with it. Now these are 10 by 10, so we were going to have 5 and 5 in rows and columns, so we just have to keep track of that amount of digits. This one here will be that, so this has to be blue. This is blue. And this one here needs 2 more yellows. These have to be blue all around this, which forces yellows all over the place. This has to be yellow and blue and yellow, and I think we're done with the blues here, so we have to put another yellow. This has to be blue. This has to be blue. This one is yellow, so this is blue. This one right here, so that means this one is the yellow. And do we have any more that are just really obvious, or do you start counting? I don't see anything offhand, but then again, I do tend to miss things from time to time, so. Okay, so we have 5 blues in this row here, so these must be yellows, which sets off another grouping here. And what else does it do for us? Oh, this one here has to be completed, so we need a yellow, and a blue and a yellow. Let's see if there's anything that we have 5 of either color going on right now. Don't see one. So there may be a repeat we need to find, or something that could repeat that we can find. So let's look at those. Let's start on the horizontal. Almost. This one and this one were starting to be close until we got towards this side. Okay, let's look at you. Yes. So this is 6, and we're confirming that with 4. So we have, these are all the same currently. So we can't make them work out in such a way where they would be the same. So this one here can't be blue, because if it is, it sends a progression throughout where we have to finalize it exactly the same. So this becomes yellow. Now, can we keep taking that further? I think that one right there is the only one we're going to get on this one for the moment. Oh wait, this one here has to be yellow as well. We could have gotten those done, so therefore this is blue and yellow. Thank you. Good. Now let's see if we get any more. Yep, this is blue. Boop doop a doop. None of these look like they have 5 of any one, so we're gonna have to find another possible repetitious area. This one, so 10 and 7, or 8, sorry, look like they are. So this can't be yellow, because if it was, it would force both these to be blue, and then they would be the same. So that's blue. Yeah, that didn't quite get us there, though. So we have to find another one. Well, 9 and 4 are the same currently, but we can't really say much about how we need to differentiate them because they are both partial columns. So that's not really getting us anything. What about 1 and... Nope, those don't line up. Let's move on to the horizontals, maybe. Yes, 9 and 3 appear to be matching. Let's just verify that. Nope, they're not, because they switch up over here. Shoot, I didn't see that one. Well, there's got to be something in here, again. Usually the best way to look at it is a full one compared to one that's almost full. What about... Nope. You to anything? Or we've already used you in one of the options. No, so let's go, I gotta go back to the horizontals then. These are the tricky ones to see because we have a larger grouping, so obviously it can be a little bit harder to pick things out. I don't see anything here. Don't see anything here. This guy causing any trouble? Doesn't look like it. And then you. Yes, here we go. This is what, 6, 2, 4, 6, and we're looking at 8. Now they are currently the same, so we can't put blue here, so it has to be yellow. And that's going to finalize a few things, I think. Yes, it will. Good. There we go. Again, just had to find the right one to look at. So that's in. Now these are going to finalize up here. That's yellow. That's blue, yellow. This has to be yellow. This is yellow, so that's blue. This is yellow. Now, we're going to have to find another one that's going to sort these two out for something down here. Let's see if we can pick it. Yep, right here. So 1 and 7 are currently the same, so therefore this is blue, yellow, yellow, blue. Yay, we did it. Cool. And what's this guy here? Oh, okay. So it's just I guess you had to get to a certain point where it allows you to get to open this one up, but we've got level 5 and some other stuff. So let's just do the 12, and then that'll be probably the end of this one. So let's just go through everything that is very obvious. Hopefully, sometimes I just tend to look at one color and do all of that first and then switch over, but not necessarily always. Just sometimes it helps to stick to one because you can then focus on it and see things quicker. But again, it's going to be a personal preference probably. So we have 6 yellows here, so the rest of them must be blue. Keep it going. Where else do we have givens? Here we go. Will be in, so these will all be in. These then are... let's see, anything else that's this one? All right, let's start looking at numbers 2, 4, 5. No. No, here's another one right here. I just missed that one. There's a sea of colors. Sometimes it gets in your eyes. It's hard to pick things out. All right. Again, I think we're at the point where we're going to start maybe... Oh, wait, here's one column that's just missing a single digit. So a single block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is blue. That's going to help us here. Maybe somewhere else it caused something to happen. Yep, this has to be in, so this is there. This one now is almost done. 2, 4, 6. So this is yellow. Therefore, these are blues. This is yellow and blue. Let's look back up this way. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, these are both yellows. So you're blue, yellow, yellow. And this guy here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellows. So it needs another one. These are all blues. These are both yellow. And next on the chopping block is your yellow. 2, 4, 6 here, so these are both yellows. You're blue and yellow. That should finish this guy, right? Yep, it does. You're blue. What about you? 2, 4, 6, this is blue. 2, 4, 5, no. Maybe one of these guys. 2, 4, 5, no. 2, 4, 5. And again, we'll probably have to get into checking to see which ones are repeating and which ones are not repeating. Oh, we can just put blues in here, though. That'll help us. Good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no. What about across some of these guys? Let's see if we can get... Oh, this guy here. Yep, this has to be yellow, so this has to be blue. I think we're at a point where, yes, we do have to start looking repetition. So let's... what's the closest any of these are? This one here only has 2 missing, so we can find an identical grouping here. We can work with it. I don't see any, though. What I tend to do is look at doubles, so I can just scan quickly across. There's a couple that do have doubles, but then it breaks up, so that's not getting us anywhere. What about this way? Nope, nothing there. What about you? It has a blue double and a yellow double. So does this one. And those are all the same. Yep, so this is yellow because we can't have it be blue. Therefore, this will be blue. And we can get 2 more yellows in. That'll be blue. Good. And now we'll have to move on to the next one. Try to find another one that repeats. Let's try this Far Side. Excellent comic, by the way. No, it doesn't look like it. Let's keep on searching for some of these. Okay. What about you? Are you lining up with anything? No. Maybe something's changed on one of those that this one now does have something useful to say. But I didn't think it did because it. No, because there was no correlation to the ones that were given. Okay, let's look at something. One of these guys maybe it's a little bit more extreme as to what's missing on it, but maybe there's something in it we can use. That'd be a straight up no. But you, no. Okay. Now you can hit this little eye thing and it'll tell you where there is a mismatch. Try not to do that if I don't have to, but sometimes you just can't find something. Don't see one there. Well, we have to go through each one individually and just rule them out. And if we can't find something, we're just being a little slow, I guess. You, let's think on you for a second. Now, there's nothing on you that's lining up in any meaningful way. Let's go through you. I think we already tried you, and there's not anything there. You're next. Of course, we're looking horizontally here. Maybe this one is the key. So we think about you and you. They seem to be exactly the same currently. So how do we... It's got to be some instance where if we put a block in one way, it will cause it to break. If I were to put a blue... No, that wouldn't necessarily work. Or blue here wouldn't work either because it's not forcing anything down here. But what if I put a yellow here? No, wait. There is no yellow. Oh, yeah, there... What? Oh, I've completely missed this, haven't I? These are not the same because there's a yellow and a blue offsetting. Okay. Well, sugar on that one. Well, let's go up to here then. Just chasing randomness that wasn't helping us. I think it might be you now. Let's think of it with number 1. They currently are the same. Now, if I was to put a... Yeah, that's what it is. If I was to put a blue here, I would be forcing myself to make this the same. So this is yellow. Therefore, this is blue. And 2, 4, no. Maybe now this guy correlates to something. Let's think about it. So it's got 2 blues on the top. No, that's not doing anything, is it? Or can we go back to this guy now? No, because it was... We already removed the option there. One of these is going to have the key again. Where are you? Doopy doopy doo. Those are not lining up to anything. This guy here doesn't appear to be lining up with anything. At least not that's already completed. What about you? No, I don't see it. And then... No, I'm not seeing anything. Let's... Just to show it, let's see what this thing said. Oh, I'm being slow. I wasn't even looking for anything options. I was just looking for this thing here. So it'll tell you, yeah, duh, this is the place to look. Now we can put a blue here. That's going to tell us this is yellow and this is blue. Okay. Now we probably have something else we can go back and look. Let's try to do it this time. And see where there was a consistency, which we don't want to have. Doopy-doo, doopy-doo, doopy-doo. I don't see anyone on this guy, so let's look at these last two again. Of course, hopefully we didn't miss another really obvious thing that just happened, but... Where are we? Come on now. I think it goes back to... We had looked at these previously, but now I think this one is to the point where it's going to be ruled in or out? Yeah. Okay, so this row and this row are currently... No, they're not. I did the same thing. I don't know why It's very hard sometimes to look at this row and the other one and not accidentally move your eye over. Okay, let's do this one again just so it'll point it out. Oh, this, again, I'm just being slow. This one has all of its blues. These are yellows. That finishes these things. Not you. You. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is in and that's there. 2, 4, 6. You are there. Okay. I'm just being a little slow today. You're blue. You have to be yellow. I think you have to be blue then. There we go. Okay. Well, learning at my expense. There you go. So you can, of course, make donations to this if you'd like the app and all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, so there is a tents and trees as well for that one, but of course I'm not going to do that because I have another tents and trees that I do. But anyway, that is plenty long enough for this video. So I hope you all enjoyed that one. Oh, hi. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.